Before we start this cosmetic surgery, let me just tell you, I know women are typically not seen in the medical field. In fact, for the most part, they are not even allowed in the medical field. And, you could say, well, what trust should I put in you for performing this sort of cosmetic surgery on me? And before we begin, let me just assure you, I have a British accent. I sound and can give the illusion of being very, very qualified. Just believe in it. And if anything goes wrong, just remember, you are told many things will go wrong, but in a British accent. It gives me credibility. Now, I'm going to be asking you first. This is my first time conducting the surgery, so I'm going to have to recite my steps before I conduct my steps, just to make sure that my memory recalls me stating these steps and that I'm following them accordingly to my memory. I'm going to have to ask you, what sort of procedure are you getting today? Why, of course, I can pull down the menu, of course, and show you all of the orders that we have for the day, including, but not limited to, of course, removal of the fat in the stomach, making your skin seem more plump, and also, of course, a nose job. Oh, it is just a colloquialism that I use because it is a job that requires noses to be performed on. But a nose job, or a rhinoplasty, is a form of surgery where we adjust and shape the nose according to the person's desire and according to the doctor's skill. My skill is great. Let that be rest assured in your head, that I am very, very good at my job, and I am someone who is very well qualified to be performing the surgery on you. Yes, well, you see, I have been watching Doctors of the Day, and what doctors are currently doing is they are harvesting the skin from the arm around here, this flabby, fleshy part. They are cutting this skin off and pasting it right on the nose to give and shape, or to have sort of clay or mold-like material to shape the nose with. Yes, that is actually the procedure of the day, and I just think, well, if they could do it, why can't I? You're basically just cutting and then pasting onto a face. Yes, let us proceed. That is the only surgery you like? We could always do the... Alright, we'll stay with this one then. Now, if you wouldn't mind, let me just get out some equipment. I have my marker. I have my surgery utensils. Let me see what I'm going to be using first. I am going to... These are the very same... In fact, I would say these are higher quality surgery tools than that used by professional doctors with licensure and education and a medical degree. I mean, have you seen the tools used by doctors of this age? Granted, we've taken a step up from leeches, but it looks like... I mean, the bone saw. Have you seen a bone saw? This is merely equipment I grabbed from my kitchen. And doctors are often stating that a woman's place is, in the home. And I'm stating, okay, I'll grab my tools from the home and perform my own surgeries then. Leave me alone, Dr. Doofenshmirtz. So, we're going to perform the surgery on you. I need you to extend your arm. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to be... You see, the reason I like the red marker is because the red marker tells me where I have already cut and where to cut even more, but this small knife also does the trick. I just cut exactly where I'm going to cut, and the lines of blood or the exposed muscle then tell me to cut there. So I'm kind of putting these on a balance. I mean, this would be an added step, but this would get the job done quickly. I would say I'm going to, oh, that pesky, damned industrial. Oh, permit me one moment. I must silence this revolution that is being brought upon me. You see, ever since the industrial, I'm going to just be touching your face a little bit just to get a feel for your nose. Ever since this pesky industrial revolution came along and started thwarting agriculture and started taking away businesses from the home, I have been almost completely driven insane, literally. But don't tell anyone, they'll throw me in the house again. And I don't mean the house, I mean like the house, the institution. So I'm going to be examining your nose right now. Just permit me one moment. Smart people use permit, so I use permit. I'm just going to be just feeling over your nose, yeah. I'm just going to be feeling over your nose just to get a nice good feel for your nose. The feeling of your nose shall be felt very goodly. Smart people invent words too. Have you ever heard of Shakespeare? There we go. Am I British? Are you insane, you colonist? Of course I'm British. I have the accent. Now, I'll use the added step of the marker just to prove that I am a cautious and professional doctor. What's my name? You don't need to know. Why do you need to know my name? My name is my name. Don't you steal my name. Now, I'm going to be just extend it even further. Even further. Perfect. I'm just going to be dotting exactly which skin we're going to be taking. There is no science to it. It really just depends on what I feel like and what is easier to access. So there we go. Yes. Perfect. Ooh. Perfect. Ooh. Yeah. Jiggle your arm a little bit for me. Perfect. We're going to be removing all of this. You're going to have one thin arm and one bigger arm, and in return you can sort of have this sort of like slapping contest with your arms. But it is perfectly fine to have a jiggly arm. I too have a... It's just bone. Now, they always use the bone saw on me. Now, I'm going to be cutting a little bit of your flesh now. Perfectly surgical, perfectly professional, perfectly Maybelline. Now I'm going to be cutting it a little bit. Just... Oh, it will hurt, but beauty hurts. I mean, the standard of the day is becoming more and more ridiculous. Or maybe less. I mean, ever since the trolley started coming by, women's dresses have been thinning down so that way they can actually fit into the trolley. So there is no need to have this huge skirt that's being puffed around, but at the same time, we still have boned corsets, and that hurts. It hurts a lot. I'd rather wear my straitjacket than wear a boned corset. Between you and me, straitjackets can be quite soothing. It reminds me of being an infant once again, just wrapped up nice and protected. But as you know, they are sort of shutting down institutions and mentally ill facilities. And as a result, my home has been closed. But that is where I gained my knowledge of the medicine by watching the doctors perform on me. Now I'm going to be cutting through your arm. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm going to be, it's a little bit rough, but it's doable. I have to look away. It is so gross. Just feeling it is gross. I'm going to go pick up your skin now. I got your skin. I'm going to... how should I do this? Here, I'm just going to take a little bit of this paste. I have paste here. I'm going to paste this over your nose as such. That way the skin can stick to your nose. Stick to your nose. There we go. And now I'm going to just be putting your skin right on your nose. Just right on your nose. And I'm going to be molding your nose to fit what exactly it is that you'd like. Oh, that is right. What would you like as a nose? Do you want one of those sort of prominent, intelligent type of noses, or those cute little straight noses like myself, or would you like a more like meaty, fat nose at the bottom? Okay. I'm just going to be putting this over your nose. Perfect. I couldn't give you the nice, intelligent, prominent nose, so instead I gave you the fleshy nose down here. But it doesn't look good either because the skin sort of died. But that's all right. That's all right. Are you a Christian? Then in 3 days it shall come back to life. So, now that you have your nose job, I am going to be on my way after you pay me my money. Yes, of course, you can leave it at the door. The door has no lock from the inside, it's from the outside to keep me in. But if you leave it by the door, then I'm sure I can teach you my trick to lock the door from the outside. That way you can leave. Great. Make sure to leave my money, please.